Greetings, everyone. We're going to get started in about 30 seconds, just waiting on some attendees who are still joining. Just have a few more people joining here. Looks like we've got a nice sized crowd. All right. Greetings, valued shareholders and followers of our company. Welcome to the Quanta Inc. Medolife RX 2021 Mid-Year Investor Update webinar. The company wanted to take this opportunity to address some of the questions that we've received from the investment community, as well as provide a brief update on some of the happenings within the company. At this time, all participants are in view and listen only mode, and this webinar is being recorded and will be posted later. Representing the company today is the company's CEO, Dr. Arthur Michaelian, its CFO, Mr. Clem Pascarella, Maggie Majay, Marketing and Brand Development, Steve Winter, Social Media and Communications, and Christopher Rulien, a partner in Mexico, and John Shannon, consultant to the company. On this call, management will be discussing those recent happenings, and I'd like to remind everyone that during this call, management may make prepared remarks may contain forward-looking statements, and management may make additional forward-looking statements during the Q&A session. When used in this call, the words anticipate, could, enable, estimate, intend, expect, believe, potential, will, should, project, and similar expressions as they relate to Quanta Inc. are such forward-looking statements. Investors are cautioned that all forward-looking statements involve risk and uncertainty, that actual results may vary materially from those anticipated by Quanta Inc. at this time. In addition, other risks are more fully described in our public filings, which can be reviewed at otcmarkets.com. Before I turn the call over to our CEO, we've prepared some video we'd like to share with you that will last about 7 minutes.
Substance into her body in hopes that it will heal her.
Poison to heal. As Linda Mays reports, this woman made this choice when she was told
I apologize.
Her condition was terminal.
Ann Mewborn is alive, breathing, working, and enjoying life. The 58-year-old was diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer with no treatment option.
You have stage 4 cancer. It's in your liver, it's in your lung, it's in your bones. You have a lesion on your brain, but not in your brain. How much time? He said 6 to 8 months.
Now, 17 months later and paperwork to prove it, she credits God for life, but also her boss and this blue-bottled substance someone just happened to tell her boss about called escazine.
It's blue scorpion venom that comes out of the Dominican Republic.
ABC News went to the Dominican Republic to investigate the blue scorpion venom extract in November 2013. This is video of where the product maker Medolife makes escazine.
I started taking it. Within 4 to 5 days, my stomach pain subsided. My bone pain subsided. After a couple of weeks, my energy levels started going up.
Look at this copy of Mewborn's 2014 lab results revealing her cancer marker levels.
This was my marker in July before the escazine, but then in September, 59. And you just draw it up like this, and you take it and you just squirt it under your tongue.
She takes escazine 4 times a day, but how does this nearly $700 bottle of blue scorpion venom fight Mewborn's cancer cells?
It paralyzes the prey, so it paralyzes the cancer cells, so the cancer cells can't communicate with each other and multiply.
With it being expensive, and with Ann just being the nice person she is, she backed off of it and thought that might last her, and her markers started to go back up again, and then she was approved for a new kind of chemo treatment. And she took that for a little while, markers still kept going up, and I said, look, I know you're out of the escazine, you ought to order that again.
By then, Mewborn was having vision trouble in her right eye.
Cancer that was putting pressure on my optical nerve that was affecting my vision, so I couldn't see. Got another dose of the escazine, started taking it, and now the spot is gone.
She says an MRI confirmed changes in less than 2 weeks.
The lesion had shrunk on my brain.
Now look at these 2015 cancer marker levels report.
This year,
It was 216.8.
Yes.
In August this year, it's down 136.1.
it's living, and it's like, oh my God, you can live and you can feel good, and here's the proof.
Now, Mubrin says that she has never missed a day of work. She has not lost any of her hair. She has not been bedridden or had any of the common side effects that come with many of the cancer therapies.
I'm looking at that blue bottle though right there for her. It's saying that it's life-saving, but it's not a one bottle fits all.
It is not. Each patient, they have to submit their own medical records to the company, and the potency of the scorpion venom is custom made to that patient's disease level.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And how long does she have to take it?
She will have to take it indefinitely.
For the
If
rest
she
of her life.
wants to keep that cancer out, down, those markers down, she'll have to take it indefinitely. Now,
So it's not a cure.
she doesn't call it a cure, but it works for her, she says.
Yeah.
All I know, it works for her. And also, the importance of her boss. He volunteers to pay for her medicine.
Oh, we did not know that.
Yes, he volunteers. He says, Anne's family.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's,
My name's Lisbeth Avila. I was re-diagnosed with cancer on February of 2017. When I was re-diagnosed, my whole entire family, they were in disbelief that I only had 60 days of life. I still get out of the chemo. I continue living my normal life. I go back to work. I have to take care of my kids. A lot of people reach out to me and ask me, why are you walking out of there? And I'm being rolled out with the wheelchair. And my answer is, as goes in all the time, hey, listen, this is what I'm doing differently than you're doing. So if the doctor tells you you only have 10 days of life, that doesn't mean you only have 10 days to live. That means you have 10 days to continue looking for alternative medication. You don't just sit there and cross your hands and say, okay, I have 10 days, I'm gonna die. Absolutely not. That means you're gonna go out there and you're gonna look for something that's gonna keep you living longer than the 10 days and the doctor told you. Cancer is what you make out of it, so make the best out of it. My name's Liz.
It's brought back my quality of life. It's given me a freedom in my mind that I'm not going to die of cancer. So there's so many different benefits. I feel great, I'm focused, I'm laser sharp, I'm on it, I'm doing more. I can't express to you, if anybody out there has had cancer, take this product. You will feel better. It is, and if you do have cancer, my gosh, I mean, there's no question. Just try it. You can take it with chemotherapy. It reduces your side effects. You might not lose your hair. You gain your appetite back. Your immune system will get boosted. I mean, who doesn't want that? I mean, everything you do when you have chemo, it destroys all of that. And this product, there's no taste, there's no side effects. It's magic. The thing about escazine is that you can take it with anything. You can take it if you're on chemo. It won't harm you. It will actually help you. For me, I take hormone replacement. I take Armour Thyroid. So I take it along with my Armour Thyroid. And if you're on chemo, for example, you can take it with your chemo. It will help reduce your side effects. You'll gain your hunger back. I have put every single person that I know on this product, cancer or not. I've made my husband take it. If I can put my own family on it when they're not even sick, that I can't express more. I mean, I'd do it for everybody if I could. I started really feeling positive results, I mean, almost immediately, because my energy levels were so low that it raised my energy levels. And I mean, there was nothing I could do about that. I was drinking coffee after coffee after coffee. And so instantly my energy level raised. So it was pretty radical. If you have cancer, please, please take this. It is something that will change your life, it will extend your life, and it will give you your life back.
With that, I'd like to turn the call over to Medolife RX CEO, Dr. Arthur McCallion.
Thank you, Kyle. Greetings to our valued shareholders and followers of our company. I want to take this opportunity to address some of the outstanding questions that we have received from investment community, as well as provide a brief update on some of the happenings with our company and answer additional questions. If you miss any of your questions, please feel free to follow up with us afterwards. You can send your questions to ir@medolife.com. I'm going to repeat it, ir@medolife.com. We have been working diligently to move forward on many valuable projects, including the launching the additional clinical studies required as it relates to our FDA submission on efficacy. This is one of the most important focus of our company at this time. We are also completing the rebranding our consumer-facing nutraceutical product line and preparing for launch of additional exciting products. The launch of additional products, as well as our celebrity endorsement and traditional digital marketing, will add in greatly extending both the sales channels of the products and our company's profitability. Additionally, we continue to build the largest in the world, a state-of-the-art scorpion breeding farm, a scorpion peptide extraction lab in Dominican Republic. We are currently taking this exciting and fiscally advantageous step with the team of top industry professionals who are working in the tandem towards our mission of unlocking shareholders' value and taking our company to the next level. With that said, there's some outstanding questions from investors that I would like to address. I apologize for any restatement, but I feel that is extremely important to clarify our streamlined process to profitability. Now, I would like to quickly play for our shareholders a quick video introducing Medolife RX and Eyelia.
Now we're going to take it back to Dr. Arthur Michaelian and do a question and answer style session with some of the questions we received prior to this call. One of the first questions, Dr. Michaelian, if you can hear me, relates to the IR and keeping up with communications in terms of communicating with the shareholders and the Twitter account. Is there anything that you can answer as it relates to that?
Sure. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you for demonstrating that nice video. Yes, and the first topic that I would like to address is the poor communication from our investment relation company in the past to our investment community. This we take to be one of the most important outside function of the company. For that, we apologize. Communication is very important with our investors, and we're taking very important measures to handle that. We understand that importance of investor relationship and the role and AR firm should play in keeping our shareholders on the public informed. We also understand that until now, this has not been handled properly. To that end, I have been diligently interviewing the new investor relation companies over the last 2 weeks. By the end of the week, we will have made our decision and will issue a release to make everyone aware of the new IR company.
Fantastic, thank you. The next question we've received from many investors is in regard to the company's name and symbol change. Could you provide an update on what's going on with that?
Absolutely. We filed our information statement with the Securities Exchange Commission, and that requires us to wait a certain amount of time before name and symbol change can be authorized. The new company will be Medolife RX Holding, and we have submitted 3 symbols. We are waiting to hear which will be approved. Our counsel checks daily on final approval of this. Additionally, it is also required that FINRA process the name and symbol change, a process over which, unfortunately, we have no control. We are working diligently to end the name, enact the name change, and hope to announce this in the coming days.
Great, thank you for that. The next question, we received quite a few of these as well, was regarding the Escazine registration number and the certificate in the Dominican Republic. Could you provide some more details on that?
Yes. Our product registration number with the Dominican Republic is PN 2021-0053, and it is up on the screen, as you can see. So please, you can copy it, you can do your research and find out all necessary details of this information.
Great, I think that clears that one up. The next question we have is in regards to the rebranding of the company. Could you provide an update? We just asked about the symbol and name change, but the rebranding of the company as a whole from its previous company brand. Could you provide some detail on that?
Absolutely. Even though I liked it a lot, Quanta name, I remember that I come up with that name a long time ago, but we abandoned Quanta and Quanta RX due to the fact they could not be legally trademarked. With our celebrity endorsement, this is a requirement. We're happy to announce that the overall rebranding is now starting to take effect, and products will be available for our purchase on the www.aliasstore.com website by this coming Monday. One of our major difference in the CBD market are our polarization formulations, which target specific area of focus. While our other brands offer a one-size-fits-all approach, our products are target relief in areas like post-workout muscle relief, pain management, burn and wound care, sun care, cramp and menstrual cramp relief, and eczema relief. This strategy of condition-specific formulations take our company from a simple CBD product to highly effective multi-category brand. Both us, or buyers, and our consumers audience are eagerly anticipating the complete brand relaunch involving our unique line of over 20 product lines. Unfortunately, due to COVID-19 and China, the packaging that we expected to arrive at the end of the February has just arrived now. Thankfully, we are ready to launch. We are excited about the rebrand and coming launch over the website, and will continue to add new products under the Aelia brand. Steve Winter will go into this with more details shortly.
Perfect, thank you. We received quite a few questions regarding our next steps with the company's US FDA status. Could you provide an update on that?
Definitely. As we have mentioned it before, we received very detailed instruction from the FDA, walking us through the next step for approval. The detail they have given us goes above and beyond the normal detail provided. We interpret this to mean that they understand the importance of ESCAs in COVID and are supportive of us getting final approval and bringing this important drug to market. Since receiving the detailed letter, we have researched and identified 2 labs that are certified to perform toxicological study on DNA. We anticipate engaging one of the 2 labs by end of this week to begin testing. And toxicology tests are now required by FDA of all companies in the COVID area due to concern of the effect vaccine may have on DNA. We anticipate a 4-week time frame to receive results from the study, and we will immediately submit our response to FDA. After that, we anticipate a response from the FDA within 30 days, after which we expect to enter from pre-IND into IND status, which is very, very important for us. It is also extremely important to note that the mechanism of action of our ESCAs in COVID-19 is effective against new Delta variant also. It is very important to keep in mind that once ESCAs in COVID is approved by FDA, this will make the process much easier and quicker for other scorpion peptide-based product and their approval. Now I'd like to just a little bit show our audience, our investors, what is the difference between our product for COVID-19 than vaccination. So to understand why we're so sure that this product doesn't matter what type of COVID is going to be, Delta, Alpha, Beta, or new Lambda coming. Just if you look at the structure of this complex molecule, which has been discovered by Medolife, it's a 4 small molecular peptide, and they are chloride, sodium, potassium, calcium, voltage ionic channel inhibitors. Now let's go to the next slide. So because of the complexity of the molecule, it have a very diverse mechanism of action and targets different area of the sickness. So that first inhibits a viral fusion. And I'm going to later explain what they mean very quickly. I'm not going to bore you with the science, but I really want to share this exciting information. So this is a powerful information. It's not just only virus related with the COVID, also HIV, hepatitis C, hepatitis B. It's opened so many doors for us in the future registration with the new product lines. And it's going to make the company be one of the known and rich and powerful companies in the world. That's what I believe. And the mechanism, what I'm going to show, it will explain that, my excitement and my belief. So, so it's inhibition of viral fusion, direct rupture of the viral envelope, inhibition of conformational charges in viral envelope, inhibition of cytokine storm, and inflammation. Let's go to the next step. So I will go to a little bit more details. In next slide, you can see from this scary picture of coronavirus. From left side, there is it's this red spikes is called spike glucoprotein GP120, and that is actually an so what escasine does is prohibits entering of virus into the human body. And second mechanism of action is also related. I'm going to show you that much more details, but so you will see from right side, you can see membrane protein that covers the virus. So escasine also ruptures that membrane. And of course, after rupturing, they don't have any lifespan after that. Let's go to the next slide. So here, actually, we are demonstrating a conformational charge inhibition. So what happens? So the first part you saw, yes, a product is inhibiting the entering the virus into the human host, breaks the membrane. Number 3, when it's already virus is already in the host body, virus have to discharge huge amount of energy to start develop. And our product, even in that stage, actually inhibits that fusion process. Let's go to the next slide. Cytokine storm is an inflammation. This is this is what makes actually lots of people die from coronavirus because of inflammatory process or cytokine storm that affects to the lung and kidney. So our products also inhibits that process. Let's go to the next slide. And one of the reasons is, for example, calcium Wolfgate ionic channel that inhibits huge production of the inflammation. And also besides that, it's have regulatory, after immune system regulatory effect. Let's go to the next slide. For anti-inflammatory effect, also it's related to sodium and potassium Wolfgate ionic channel inhibition. Also that makes inflammation keeps down. Let's go to next slide. Now, that all variants of viruses and also vaccines, there is 3 major type of vaccines. Actually, there is a whole vaccine, there is a protein subunit vaccine when they actually take that spike protein and deactivating and injecting it back again to human body. And there is an mRNA vaccine. That is an mRNA messenger from DNA to produce antibodies, right? So each time for these vaccines to be able to function well, you have to have from all of these different variants redo the vaccination. So one of the reasons why there is a reinforcement of vaccine is happening now. They having additional shot. Like for example, in Dominican Republic, they started having the 3rd shot actually for vaccination because of they know like Delta version is coming and doesn't have very strong protection. So what is the beauty of what escasine? There's no need in that. It just works no matter what. Even escasine is not a vaccine, it's a therapy, which is actually a great thing in this case. Let's go to next slide, please. In this slide, you can see from right side the bottle. That is what we started producing on escasine in Dominican Republic. It's a 60 ml version of the escasine. And good thing is with this product, we are already in negotiation with the administration of the president. We are preparing some slides to show this difference and how that could be integrated escasine in with vaccination, because so many people are afraid from vaccination because of the side effects. What also we note lately that when you use our product with vaccination, like for example, there's a huge, many people they're having a huge side effects. By eliminating that side effects, people gain more confidence and they can feel it's okay to do vaccination because they have some protection. Another reason is like many people, they get COVID, and during the 14 days wait period when they do get first shot. So in that period, if they use escazine, it's additional protection until they're going to get vaccination in full action. So this is the difference, which is very important actually, and opens the door. In Dominican Republic, we are negotiating with the government to show in Dominican Republic the effect of the escazine. Of course, we can't guarantee outcome of the negotiation at this moment because of, unfortunately, lately, vaccination and COVID is become a like political, have a political direction. But so far, our communication is excellent. They have huge interest, and we're hoping to move with them into the next level.
Thank you, Dr. Micheli, and that was very interesting. So I think that was a great update on the FDA. Our next question here is, what other worldwide distribution deals are you working on currently?
Yes, we are happy to announce that we have engaged a company called For Silver to manage the distribution of our product in Vietnam, Cambodia, Singapore, Malaysia, Botswana, Zimbabwe, and Canada on a non-exclusive basis. By the way, just to add, many years ago with Vietnam, Medolife, we sold many units of escazine. Not for COVID, of course, in that time there was no COVID, but for cancer. We did have a good relationship with the country already. But with this new company, I think we're going to enter into the new level of engagement. I'm also happy to announce that we have sent our first round of escazine cancer product sample for Cancer Research Center of Vietnam and escazine COVID to Vietnamese government for approval for ordering. Quite possible we're going to do some little pilot study to show effectiveness on COVID, because of with cancer we have already history, and that will take a very short time, hopefully. And we're going to provide FDA protocols that we use it in Dominican Republic to have very quick studies. Not going to be full-blown studies, like just maybe 14, maximum 28-day study as a proof of concept. We're extremely excited about alliance with COVID running ramp up through the rest of the world. Please join us in welcoming Ha, Brown, and the rest of the group to the team. We anticipate escazine COVID sales to be greater in other parts of the world at this time than in the United States, of course, due to FDA approval. After FDA approval, I think that gear will be shifted and changed, because of United States is one of the greatest market, number one, and number two, if any product has been FDA approved, it's already going to have easy to market in the rest of the world. I want to just show, we have some partners and picture of Mr. Ha with Prime Minister of Trebao, the government officials in Vietnam and government officials in Singapore. So our partners are very solid partners with great connections, and I think they can open a very important door for us for marketing and distribution of our product in these countries.
Fantastic, thank you. Very exciting. The next question we have here is, what is the latest status on the ImmunoPen, and when will it be available to the public?
ImmunoPen, this is our one of the new baby. We love this product. Our next planned initiative will be the launch of highly innovative ImmunoPen product line. This first product line to market will feature a series of immunopens, which target all demographics. This line of product focuses on the most prevalent concerns, including anti-anxiety, stress relief, immune fortification, energy, and focus. So all of the 4 products, they're going to have immune system enhancement capability. But in addition, anti-anxiety, stress, anti-stress, energy, and focus, because of living in this COVID time, all of these factors are increased manifold. So this is a great need for people to have increase their immune system, but meantime, have all these additional effects. So that's why it just makes us to believe the product will be very successful, and it's have a great packaging, great look, and it's appealing to all demographics. Immunopen has the same main active ingredient as escazine COVID going through the FDA, but its products as a homeopathic drug. I mean, until in United States, until we'll have FDA approval, we can't claim. But there is a different method to deliver the message to population that this product have many other additional effects. We are happy to announce that our packaging for the first 40,000 units, which was delayed due to COVID-19 in China, is now in and we will fill in coming days at Cure Pharmaceutical Facility, which is a GMP certified facility and our strategic alliance partner that Medolife RX made a sizable investment in. And that was very strategic, important decision we made by investing in and partnering with Cure Pharmaceutical. Why? Because of going through the FDA approval process, we needed to have FDA approved facility for RX level of certified facility, which it takes like $5 million and a couple of years to build it. So this way, having a comparably very small investment, we handled this issue very well. We're partnering and have alliance that we can produce all of our product there, and meantime easily enter into FDA IND process. We are also minutes away from Maggie Dumas announcing our endorsement partnership with one of the most popular artists in the Gen Z millennial market. This person has 50 million online followers and has been using Medolife Immunopen to help with social anxiety, which is an issue he has been very open about it. We see this as an impactful partnership. The Immunopen line will be launched in August 2021.
Wow, that's extremely exciting. Thank you for that update. The next question it looks like we have here is in regards to the Dominican Republic. Can you provide an update on the facilities and what's been going on down there?
Absolutely, absolutely. I just came back from Dominican Republic. It was long-term visit there, organizing lots of work. So I'm very happy to share that sales of escazine in Dominican Republic have begun. We have launched our media marketing campaign and have donated samples to local hospitals, promoting our presence in the region and illustrating our commitment to support the health of residents in Dominican Republic. And actually, just like to add, the person who was announced as a father of the health in the country, he's with us. He knows our product from 2013 when we're having before more active presence in Dominican Republic. So we have a great support there and moving forward rapidly. We would like to show you a video where ICU patient that had no chance of survival from COVID-19. This is a really important. This is like a right before we begin, before we start our official FDA study for COVID. That's what actually happens. That's what inspires us to feel like, this product is working for COVID. We got to move forward quick as possible. So please, we have some little video showing that how when this patient where they are already have a new chance to live for life, and they're leaving the hospital with applause of under applause of the doctors and nurses and other patients. So please go ahead if you.
Dai, scusi, Nai. Hayır, hoca güzel. Yes. Hadi can.
I mean, all these videos, every time I watch it, makes me feel emotional and feel how important work we are doing. And I want to address to our investors. I will really be happy to know that you feel the same way. Because whatever you do, your investment is not just only making money, but also it's helping the world, helping the people. Meantime, I would like to announce that construction of the first of its kind CGMP Scorpion pharmaceutical-based facility is in a full swing, as well as both Scorpion reservation are well underway to completion. Our crew is working around the clock and making great progress. And also we have a video related to, we have a three-dimensional video showing our state-of-the-art facility that's in a construction process. But meantime, we have a more like open version of our Scorpion reservation. It's a little bit farther from the capital of the city. So please, let's show that video so our investors can see what kind of great work is in the process. By the way, I like to add, sometimes people get a little confused, like, how come, why is there's lots of graveyards? So we did some research to find out when scorpions are living under graveyards, they have more potent venom. So that's why we combine like that areas, what you saw. They are not just only segregated sectors, but there is lots of graveyards. So I would like to actually continue and explain a little bit about our construction and development in Dominican Republic. So current production of escazine with ongoing reservations and lab is approximately from 300 to 400,000 bottles per month. In next 60 to 90 days, we expect that will be reached 1 million bottles per month and continue to grow. If you Google blue scorpion venom, or just a venom, you will be amazed that this is the most expensive liquid in the world, selling for $39 million per gallon. Due to our expansion of the reservation and lab, as well as our patented polarization technology, it enables Medolife RX to make the scorpion peptide affordable where it will otherwise not be for many countries in the world. Through our reservation, we hope to be able to sell excess venom to big pharma companies in some point. But first, we must take care of our own needs first. Also, that will be other scorpion species, but not the one what we are using for our exclusive product lines. So we'll still always have exclusivity for that specific blue scorpion type.
Oh, that was very interesting. Thank you for that. And what a cool video. The next question here, and I know that you've talked about it quite often in the past, as well as this presentation, but could you share just a little bit more information on the polarization technology that you developed? And, are there any other uses for that or applications beyond what in our products?
Yes, of course. Give me 1 second, please.
No problem.
So Medolife RX most important development is the polarization technology. This technology allows organic, synthetic, and other matters to be polarized, which greatly increases efficacy and safety of otherwise dangerous materials. Escazine was tested for FDA at Competitive Bioscience Lab at GLP certified facility. The vitro study on mice shows that even when you increase 100 times recommended dosage during the study, there is no negative side effects shown whatsoever. So that is, of course, one of the effects of polarization technology, when you can use less substance, even the substance is toxic, but with much higher efficacy. This is extremely exciting news for Medolife and pharmaceutical companies in general. This technology will revolutionize drug use and production across the industry. For example, our polarized ibuprofen study increases ibuprofen anti-inflammatory efficacy 300%. Now, just imagine what this technology can do for chemotherapy drugs by lowering use of dangerous chemicals and increasing efficacy for many times. So that is the power of polarization technology, and that our hope is that there is gonna time when polarization could be the part of the drug development process for all biopharmaceutical companies.
Wow, very interesting. Fantastic. Thank you, Dr. Michele. The next question is, do you have any information about the board of directors, or are you considering an advisory board?
Yes, we already have report format and advisory board also, and I will be happy to announce that. So I'm chairman and CEO of the board, Dr. Arthur Mikelian. Executive Vice President and Treasury is Grant Mikelian. Secretary, Pauline Ranjbar. Governance Committee Head, John Vittoria. Finance Committee, Clem Pascarel. Foreign Relations Committee, Christopher Rulin. Communication Director, Steve Winter. Medical Director, Dr. Annabelle Morgan. Research Director, Dr. Khalid Matalka. Our advisory board, Dr. Arthur Mikelian, Grant Mikelian, Edward Sahakian, Steve Winter, Dr. Khalid Matalka, formerly Harvard University, Dr. Annabelle Morgan, formerly Oxford University, Dr. Michael Zhang, formerly Johns Hopkins University, Dr. Peter Peterson, Johns Hopkins University School of Medicine currently, and Dr. Young Hyuk, Johns Hopkins University, still current. The company welcomes all board members and advisory board members and looks forward to a long relationship and thanks them for their service. It means a lot. With all of these awesome things happening, I think it is important to point out how we are doing all of this with the lean and fiscal responsible team and have been heads down in working towards our mission of unlocking shareholders' value, taking our company to the next level. We have made tremendous progress thus far and hope that my points I have just shared only illustrate this further. And I would like to also express my high appreciation to our investors. We started this investigation with this unique technology and integration with the unique scorpion peptides already 15 years. And we are very close to finish line to have FDA approval and have this beautiful facilities supporting the production, a huge value of production, and your participation as an investor. It's a highly appreciated, and it makes all these beautiful things to happen. So thank you, all of you.
Medolife produces its life-enhancing product, Escazine, at its production facility, Alpacil Laboratories in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. The process is monitored with careful quality control and testing to ensure Medolife's strict policies are enforced before the product is shipped out. Additionally, a Medolife representative is always on site during a production run to oversee the whole process from start to finish. The vital ingredient in Escazine comes from the Rhopularis princeps, otherwise known as the blue scorpion. From 2008, together with the Ministry of Environment for the Dominican Republic, Medolife conducted extensive research to identify and locate this unique blue scorpion. Together with world-renowned Swiss laboratory Atheris, which specializes in scientific research of different venoms, Medolife confirmed that the venom from the Rhopularis princeps contained the vital anti-cancer compound. Escazine is a natural, anti-tumoral nutraceutical and has been approved for oncological treatment. It is rapidly becoming popular with doctors, as well as patients and cancer institutions worldwide. With approximately 280 million people afflicted with cancer worldwide, there is a growing need to provide a new solution which fulfills both an alternative as well as complementary treatment to conventional cancer therapies. Medolife's patented formulation of blue scorpion venom can induce apoptosis, or cell death, in malignant cells by interfering with those cells' ion channels. Clinical observation confirms Medolife's blue scorpion formulation extract of polarized blue scorpion venom has a binding preference for malignant cells only, leaving the non-cancerous cells intact. This serene and remote part of the Dominican Republic is the home of the world's only scorpion reservation, which covers over 50,000 square meters. The reservation has been developed to produce a natural habitat for the blue scorpion, as well as an efficient landscape for monitoring and collecting the scorpions for their valuable, life-enhancing venom. All techniques have been carefully developed for the caring and treatment of the scorpions, and this is all monitored by the Ministry of Health and Ministry of Environment for the Dominican Republic. Medolife has discovered that the scorpion's venom has greater potency in its natural habitat than when the scorpions are in captivity. It is therefore very important to note that Medolife's policy of keeping and maintaining the scorpions in their natural habitat is of vital importance. All employees are carefully trained to handle the scorpions while protecting their environment. Although the scorpions have existed for millions of years, this is the first time they have been used for medical purposes, and it is our mandate to protect their natural habitat. The 50,000 square foot reservation has been carefully sectored and individual habitats have been built. Each sector has 20 meters and have 20 individual scorpion habitats. Each habitat contains approximately 5 to 7 scorpions. They feed on cockroaches, crickets, worms, and other types of insects. Another fact that has been noticed by Medolife scientists and oncologists is that scorpions located under grapevines contain venom which is 35% more effective. This fact led to Medolife establishing its scorpion reservation on land containing grapevines. Medolife plans to do extensive research on this observation to establish why this phenomenon occurs. Medolife has a unique process for extracting the scorpion's venom. It has been developed through years of experience and research. This has created a new technology which increases the extraction amount fourfold. The first step in the process is to gently electrically stimulate the scorpion's venom gland, and this process does not harm the scorpions. The extraction process can be repeated on each scorpion every 22 days. Medolife's escazine production process is done in 3 parts. The first part is done at the reservation, and the second, which is the extraction process, is done at Aquas Vivas Laboratories in the capital, Santo Domingo. The second stage, which is the bottling and packaging, is done at Alopercil, also in Santo Domingo.
I want to thank.
I would like to say just a couple of words about this. Video has been done in 2012, so there's some changes happened. We have other locations where we're producing our venom. So some of the names, they are not the same, but also we have our production already organized in the United States. So this is some of the changes, so our investor will know this video was just a little bit old. But what is the beauty of this video? It explains the whole process, the main mechanism, how we work with the scorpions is already there. So thank you.
Thank you for that, Dr. Michelian. I thought that was very good, and thank you for all of your time. Next up, I'd like to introduce the CFO of the company, Mr. Clem Pasquarella, to discuss further questions.
Hello, and thank you, Arthur, for all those details. Yeah, I've got some questions here, primarily relating to our listing on our exchange, the reverse split question, and some convertible debt questions. So let me start at the top here with respect to our listing on a higher exchange. Our attorneys have filed uplist Quanta and Medolife RX to the OTCQB. We have already wired the OTC markets our funds for the uplist and expect this to occur any day. We are aware, however, that this is not the uplist that everyone wanted to hear about. We've hired Olshan from Woloski Law Firm to handle the uplist to the NASDAQ for the company. We've also hired John Vittoria to handle compliance and manage the process for the company with Olshan. We're currently interviewing investment banks to assist in the process of taking this company to a completely new level. The NASDAQ requirements all have to be met, one of which is that the NASDAQ requires a minimum share price of $4 for the listing. We'll discuss this more in detail shortly. The company is planning to time the NASDAQ uplist after the FDA approval of Escazine COVID. I have seen a question regarding the reverse split. As I was just mentioning, NASDAQ requires a $4 minimum share price, as our ultimate goal is listing on a national exchange such as the NASDAQ. The board believes that it was in the best interest for the company to get approval on such a split to have the flexibility to enact the split in the future. In hindsight, this was bad advice from our lawyers and former advisors. The reverse split should not have been addressed in the 14C and left to see if it would even be needed in the future. As previously mentioned, the companies reviewed and researched other companies which received FDA approvals and have noted a dramatic movement in their stock price. If Medolife RX Quanta sees this same type of movement, a reverse split to qualify for the NASDAQ would not be needed at all, or if needed, we would anticipate a very low split ratio to get to our $4 minimum requirement. There's no question that a NASDAQ listing is in the best interest of the company and its shareholders. We've had some other questions regarding our convertible debt and the Reg A. As of today, there's approximately $345,000 of convertible toxic debt from our prior management left of an original $1.5 million. It's our intention to pay this down and pay off our existing convertible debt on our balance sheet to minimize any unnecessary dilution to our shareholders. Currently, there are outstanding shares of 191,731,218 shares. The increase of authorized shares from 500 million to 3 billion shares was done to give the company room for future acquisitions. The company has no intention of issuing 3 billion shares and diluting its current shareholders. Keep in mind that the 3 billion shares are just authorized and not outstanding. With the current 300 million share balance, authorized at 5 cents per share translates to approximately $15 million. Our current operations and our liquidity reserve required by NASDAQ do not require this much funding. The increase in shares, again, was strictly for the long-term future of the company and cash needs once listed on NASDAQ, as well as future FDA approvals for new drugs in the pipeline, including the future approval of scorpion peptide-based drugs for cancer, hepatitis B, C, HIV, and not its current cash needs. As for the Reg A, this will be sold to a limited group of investors that are investors in the company and have indicated that they are and will continue to be our long-term investors. In hindsight, we wish it had been handled differently and will be more aware in the future of how investors in OTCQB and pink markets interpret this news.
Thank you, Clem. At this time, I'd like to turn over the call to Ms. Maggie Dumais, our Marketing and Brand Development Specialist. Maggie?
Hello.
Yep, we can hear you.
Great. Hi, everyone. Thank you for your time today. I just wanted to give you a brief rundown of kind of the exciting things we're doing on the branding and the rollout of retail side. Just so you know my background, I come from the entertainment industry. I started and ran the branding, licensing, and marketing division for Creative Artists Agency, and then went on as a partner to 2 other agencies. So I've spent my career pretty much in working with brands, helping to grow them out, helping to then cross-pollinize those across celebrity and influencer marketplaces, and then kind of teaching the consumer not only to listen to the messages that we're putting out, but also to respond back, which makes a full 360 loop of conversation, and it creates what we call a sales community. So people are not just coming onto our site just to purchase product. We want to create a community of people that are concerned about natural wellness and health, anti-inflammation, and just overall wellness. So that's been our goal in our first steps in what we're doing with the branding and licensing. As you know, we've announced a very exciting partnership with Tony Hawk. I know there have been questions about Tony Hawk and his reach. One of the reasons that we chose Tony, first of all, he's broken almost every major bone in his body. And so we're looking for people not only who play sports, but have gone through some really serious injuries and have used this product to help them not only get back to being able to participate in the activities and sports that they do, but also have used it for the minor aches and pains. So really saying to someone, if you were a weekend warrior and you go out and you play, a couple great games of tennis and you come back and you're aching, this product is really going to work for you, because someone at the level of Tony Hawk, who has really inflicted a great deal of punishment on his body within his career, uses this, and this works for him. So if it can work at that level, it's going to work for you as well. Tony also has an extremely large reach of multiple generations. So of course, he's iconic. He's in his 40s. He's at the Olympics right now. Skateboarding, I'm sure you're aware, is in the Olympics this time for the very first time ever. So it's an extremely important year. There are participants as young as 13 and going up to late 30s. So it's the skateboard world is a very wide range of ages. There's many people that grew up with Tony Hawk that are now in their 40s, possibly in their 50s. And then there's young kids that are playing his video games. If you're not aware, with Tony Hawk's skating games, which are produced by Activision, they have now done $1.4 billion worldwide in sales. So this shows the impact of Tony Hawk, not only with the generation of his peers, but also with those kids and young people who are coming up in the skate world. They're athletes. They're going to continue skating well into their teens, their 20s and beyond. And what we're looking for there is to start with the younger demographic and create a lifelong customer that uses this for various different things throughout their lifetime. So that's one of the important first steps that we've taken in the marketing and branding. Coming up, we know that one of the most effective ways to get a customer is to actually put a product into their hands. So we have coming up in late August, Tony Hawk is doing a vert ramp competition, which will have over 5,000 live attendees per day, and will also be streamed on ESPN and Vans.com. It's a competition one day on the vert ramp, and then the next day is an exhibition of some of the vert ramp greats of all times. Tony will be skating in this. So it's hitting that multi-generational. We're going to have the younger demographic who will be competing and watching, and then we're going to have the more mature demographic who's there to watch the icons and the greats of skateboarding that really started the sport. At that event, we will not only be handing out product samples at several different locations and booths throughout the floor of the show, we will also be have signage around the event, and we will be sampling products in all of the VIP gift bags. After that, our next live event, what we're trying to do is create a schedule of every couple of months having some sort of a live event touch point with the general population. Coming up, and in September, we're working with the NFL on an event that is called The Hub. The Hub was started a little over a year ago by the NFL, and it's very similar to a traditional combine, except it's taking all the elite free agents that aren't yet signed and creating a miniature combine for them. During this time, they have representation from 15 major NFL teams. These are both scouts and coaches that come. They have had now over 12 players signed on the spot at a hub event. And again, this will be broadcast on NFL.com. It is also repeated and covered on SportsIllustrated.com. So those are where the live streams are. And then there's a number of extremely strong sports media outlets that covers the hub, and we'll have a list of those. So at that event, again, we're going to be in front of NFL coaches, NFL team owners, NFL scouts, and then this elite group of players. We'll be handing out product samples. We will be having the participants post for social media posts actually from the event after they use the product, talking about the results and what they liked about it. We'll have several sampling tables. And again, we'll also be in their NFL VIP gift bags that will be given out at the end of the event. Then we also have coming up for holiday, we want to do a live event utilizing Tony Hawk that is only for the Medolife Alia product. So we're talking right now to Dick's Sporting Goods about doing a holiday pop-up store in 2 or 3 of their top locations. This will be a meet and greet type event that will get people into the stores and in to meet Tony. And of course, we'll be selling specialized purchase bundles of product at that event. We also, the caveat with that is the give back from Dick's is that we will also have Dick's cover and take the product in all of their stores. So that's a very important holiday event. We are also in conversations right now with sampling events with Whole Foods, Sprouts, Air One, REI, Bristol Farms. We've found in the past that sampling, again, is the best way to get a customer to become a repeat customer. So we will be working heavily in contact with those major retailers, again, not only trying to get our products into the hands of customers, but also, again, the caveat is that our products be taken in all doors of those stores. Finally, and Arthur had mentioned this earlier, we are in the process of signing one of the top music artists and social media stars with in the Generation Z demographic. We know that, especially with the immunopens, that some of the first adopters are likely going to be this older Gen Z, young millennial. The product, first of all, the packaging appeals to that age demo. The issues, each pen, of course, is for a different medical concern. And those actually happen to be touch points, the top medical touch points for those age demos, which are panic attacks and anxiety, energy and focus. And what's great about it is you don't have to down a chemical-filled energy drink that's, over the top caffeine, that they can just simply take one squirt from the immunopen, and that does the same with focus and giving them energy, for sleep and de-stress, and then for just overall immune health. So we have that artist that kind of focuses on that demographic. We have Tony Hawk that's kind of that non-traditional athlete that's getting the younger and older extreme sports fan. And then we are also in conversation right now with several players from traditional sports teams, from the NFL, from the NBA, and hopefully we'll be able to make an announcement with regarding that shortly. Those tend to attract your 25 to 40-year-old male. That's kind of a more middle of America purchase, where the extreme sports kind of have a slightly larger demographic and a slightly younger demographic. Then, of course, we know that the highest purchasers of product in the CBD market space, the wellness space, and this type of product is women between the ages of 30 and 45. So we are also looking at an endorser, female celebrity from traditional theatrical celebrity from motion picture and now television as well. And so that we look to cover that demographic. So really what we're doing with our different marketing touch points is making sure that we are saturating all the likely demographics that have a need for this product. So we've been very carefully looking at making sure we're not just focused to male, we're not just focused to traditional sports, that we're really looking at the whole marketplace and addressing those consumers' needs and reaching out to them through our celebrity endorsers to make sure that we're not missing someone. And then we've recently started working with a colleague of mine who worked with me when I was with the Agency for the Performing Arts. We worked together on the Kardashian and Jenner programs, also Skinny Girl Margarita, and all of Bethany Frankel's products. She's also worked for MTV and for the Cheesecake Factory and many, many major brands in creating social media statements and communities, reaching out to the micro influencer throughout those and cross-pollinating those marketing messages. So she's going to be working very closely with me on the marketing side of things. And then also with I believe the next people that are going to be speaking with you, with Mike and Steve, who are also working on our website and social media side as well. So between all of those moving pieces, between all of these different areas that we're focusing on, we're making sure that this product is heard, is seen, and also starts a conversation, because that's how we're going to retain the customer, is inviting them into this community and then enticing them to stay there.
That is all super exciting, Maggie. We've got a video here to share.
Hi, my name is Marley Jane, and I want to introduce you to my new favorite products, the Medolife ImmuniPens. These pens are super simple to use, they work so fast, and they fit perfectly into my purse. Now this one is my favorite one. It's the anti-anxiety pen, and as someone who has a lot of anxiety, I can honestly say this pen has been a lifesaver to me. Anytime I feel stressed or overwhelmed, or I get basically any sort of anxiety, I just quickly take this and it helps calm me down super fast. I also have lupus, so I started using these pens to help with the inflammation and the skin rashes I get, and it helps make them go away right away. So now this one is my sister's favorite pen. It's for energy and focus. We both used this pen during our finals week, and it honestly helped us get through them so much faster. So now I'm going to show you how to use the pen. All you need to do is screw off the cap, and if you want, you can take a spoon and just squirt it onto the spoon. Or if you're like me and you need to take this on the go, or if you're in a rush, all you need to do is simply press this button right here, squirt it into your mouth, and you're good to go. Like I said, it's super simple, works super fast, and the results are amazing. So thank you so much, Medolife, for creating such amazing products.
Awesome. I'm just sharing what that ImmuniPen might look like. There's the ImmuniPen line. Anything else to add there?
No, I think with the ImmuniPen, another area of sales that I'm also targeting, in addition to the specialty supermarkets, the big box retailer, is also that retailer that is focused on that specific age demo. So we've already engaged in conversation with places like Urban Outfitter, Forever 21, Brandy Melville, who are now starting to stock a lot of wellness products, in addition to places like Sephora and Ulta, who also are starting to make a big statement in not only the beauty and cosmetic space, but also in the wellness space. So these pens are a very exciting addition that really pull us into so many new areas of retail. So it's very exciting.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that and for your time. It all sounds very exciting on the consumer wellness side. With that, I'd like to turn over and introduce Mr. Steve Winter from Astounds. Steve is in charge of our social media and communications and is a board member of Medolife RX. Steve?
Kyle, thank you very much. Maggie, Dr. McKellion, very exciting, all the things that are going on. One of the questions that I had, that people were asking was around communication. And that's one of the things, obviously, we're going to be addressing directly through all of the new digital assets that we have helping develop right now with the new websites. We're creating basically 3 new websites, the Alia Store, where we will have all of the CBD products and also the peptides that we will be introducing very soon. We're already selling the muscle rub and the muscle rub spray, but you can see at aliastore.com kind of what the new look and feel of the website's going to be. So we're going to be able to update investors through the investor relations portal of this and the updated Medolife site. And then also we will be working in tandem with Maggie and Betsy and her team, making sure that we are updating all the social medias, and we will be doing a lot more communication through these different mediums. We are responsible. I've got 25 years of experience managing IT infrastructure and web marketing and internet marketing for hundreds and hundreds of companies. And so we're really excited about all the things that are coming online right now. As you can see here, we have rebranded the Twitter accounts, the Instagram. We have the Alia Store out there. The other one that we've already done too, just to help with the new exciting news coming out of the Dominican, we've got a medolife.do website. Also, Kyle, if you can, I think we've got that one up there too, that talks about the escazine and cancer product, and where that you can, the folks in the Dominican can go out there and order these products. And soon to be released will be the new Medolife site. We've got it, a lot of the shell and everything is ready to go. And so we're just waiting on a few more things, and we will be launching this. And all of these assets that you're seeing, these videos and all the exciting things that are coming out with Tony Hawk, the new folks that we're going to be announcing soon, you'll be able to find all of this. And what we're trying to do between all of the digital assets, between Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and all these, the different web sites, is we are going to build a very strong community out here of raving fans. You can see how excited the people are that have used this product, and we really want to help get that message out there. And so we can build a true community across the internet around all the things that are happening with Medolife and with Alia, because it's going to be phenomenal. We also do a lot of work with search engine optimization. So we'll be doing organic SEO work to help the ranking of these sites so we can help sell. These will be the front end stores where people can buy things. The other thing we're going to do for investors and all too is we will have, as you can see here, a clinical pipeline. We will show and keep this updated on where we are with the different filings and different products that we've got out there online. So coming up, moving forward, you're going to be able to go online and find a lot more information that will be very up to date around all of the different products that we're doing. With Maggie and Betsy, their audiences, the audiences that we're looking to reach through the website, through social media and things like that. Currently, just from the Quant days, we've got over 30 or 40,000 different point of contacts that we can make between Twitter and Facebook and LinkedIn, and then also direct email through past clients and past folks that have registered for news and information on the website. So we're really excited as these new product launches happen, and we got a very great product line that we're getting ready to be introducing, that it's going to be very easy for us to help get this word out very quickly. The other thing, just some other things we're looking at are some affiliate programs online, as well as e-gaming. E-gaming has millions of viewers following it. So, you know, we're looking to do all kinds of things through social media, through affiliations, through the websites, through all of these to get the word out as fast as we can about the exciting products. And you know, right now the Quant site, for anyone interested, that site will be phased out, but we're offering a 25% discount right now to help get rid of the old inventory as we launch all of the new Alia products.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for that. Steve, next I'd like to introduce Christopher Rulian from Zols, our partner in Mexico and board member for the company. Christopher?
Hello, everyone. It's really a pleasure to be participating in this meeting. We're really thrilled about our partnership with Medolife. We've really been working hard in the past few days, few months really, into bringing the product to Mexico as soon as possible. So we have a few things about my background. Soles Corporation it's a conglomerate that's been working for 15 years. We have an import-export company. We have a consulting company. We own a distribution company, a marketing company, a private investigation company. We do controlled substances. In particular, we have a lab and a warehouse. We own a group of specialized pharmacies, and we're also in the entertainment and lifestyle business. We have hotels, restaurants, bars, and nightclubs. We're a very diverse group. Most of this is run by other very specialized people that we've partnered over the years. In particular, the last few years, we've been working hard in bringing products that are considered in Mexico controlled substances like cannabinoids. When we touched base with Medolife, we were very surprised about the line of products, and yeah, testing it is the best way to really get the feeling of what these products can do and the magic they come with it. I personally experienced it, fell in love with all the product lines, and basically had a few meetings, talked about what I could bring to the table, and have now been invited officially to bring all Medolife products to Mexico. Dealing with these substances and part of the ingredients that we were going to work with, bring them to Mexico, you have to have a special company set up, of course, and most of those permits and requirements have been recently acquired in order to be able to operate in Mexico. We're very excited of being able to set up a new corporation with Medolife and Soles Group, which will be split between both parties. Because it was necessary to create the company with special compliance to Mexican law, we had, when we announced the partnership, we were kind of off guard because we're not used to being revealing publicly our secrets or the way we operate. We're not we're a private company, so we're not entitled to do so under Mexican law. If you guys have any questions about the Mexico operation and how we're going to be dealing with that, I offer you my email. My email is very simple. It's christopher@soles.com. And I look forward to listening to your questions and helping out any way I can.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much, Christopher. We're excited to have you a part of it. With that, I'm wondering if Dr. Michaelian had any final closing words before we take a few questions.
Yes, sure. I know it's a long process we're going through, and I appreciate all of our investors that are with us. As always, our primary focus remains our expansion, dedication to excellence and profitability on behalf of our company and our shareholders. We look forward to fruitful, and financially beneficial future with you, our partners and team at Medolife RX. I hope we answer all of your questions, and we will now open the forum up to the live questions. Again, we encourage any shareholders who do not have their questions answered to please reach out to us to ir@medolife.com, and we will be sure to get back to you in a prompt fashion.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. We do have some live questions here that I'd like to address to the team. There's been a number of questions, although it was addressed during the presentation, regarding the reverse stock split or potential reverse split of the shares. I'm wondering if Mr. Pasquarella could not address that a little bit further for our shareholders. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or so of those. Just a little bit more clarity on the potential reverse split.
Yeah, so as we mentioned previously, it was bad advice from our attorneys and advisors. We are currently awaiting confirmation from our attorneys regarding potentially canceling or shelving the reverse split. But we do need to first confirm that it will not preclude us from doing so in the future should we need it for the NASDAQ uplift.
Wonderful. I hope that answers some of the shareholders' questions here. We appreciate, of course, everyone's interest in that. Wondering if Maggie, I know you mentioned here a potential for any bigger endorsements. The exact question is, are there any other superstars being recruited? And again, I know you kind of answered this, but do they have any bigger reach on social media comparison to Tony Hawk, and how much? Will there be sports figures? And if so, when will this be announced? Do we still have Maggie? We might have lost her. Wondering maybe Steve or anyone else able to take that question for Maggie?
Can you repeat the question, please, one more time?
Are there any other big superstars that are being recruited to endorse Medolife? If so, do they have a bigger reach on social media in comparison to Tony Hawk? Will there be sports figures? And when can we announce? When can we expect an announcement of this?
Yes, actually, we do have for sports section also, and also for Immunopen. We are in negotiation. We have already with Tony Hawk is already been signed. We are pre-sign process with another very well-known star, but also for Immunopen and for sport product lines. We are preparing some much higher, much more, how I say the word, Kyle, maybe you can help me. The person that have more popularity at this moment.
Yeah, large following.
But we want to go step by step. Why? Because of let's just us to start the selling process, organize all the systemize the whole process, logistics and customer service department, all of it to go to the much higher process, because so it's going to be much more sell, much more requirement. We want to kind of like train personnel, organize everything, and that's not going to take too much time, maybe months, 2, and then we'll go to the next level.
Fantastic, thank you. The next question here, it seems like it's for Christopher. If you're still on the line, Christopher. Distributor in Mexico is a large one, it seems. Can you give us an idea of how big your reach is in terms of pharmacies, hospitals, big box retailers, etc.? Mexico is a large population, and we just like to know what the opportunity is there, and are we going to be able to meet that demand?
So we're really right now in the process of requesting pre-authorization from Mexican authorities to import and distribute Medolife products into the country. Having said that, we are currently not. I'm not inclined to talk about strategy yet, because we're still working on the minutia of some of the details. However, I can give you a a little bit of feedback, a little bit of background, we have a really excellent relationship with some retailers like 7-Eleven, Oxxo, Farmacias del Ahorros, Farmacias Benavides, Sanborns, Chedraui. These are people that we work with in some of the categories that we'll also be working with Medolife, you know, medical devices, cosmetics. We've even done with them soft drinks, snacks, alcohol, and several other drugs. So I think that we will target we'll be very selective in targeting the market at the beginning. We are targeting a very select group of physicians that we have already identified to be as our ideal clients. And we're also working with some of the retailers in different areas of Mexico to first test run and then, you know, mass produce and start filling the market.
That's fantastic. I think that was a great response. Thank you, Christopher. The next question is probably for our Dr. McCallion. It has to do with the international reach of the products, and there's quite a few of them, so I'm going to summarize. Are we selling products, or are there any opportunities in Europe, or is the potential for pharma-grade esclizine as a COVID therapeutic beyond the US? And are we planning to expand into any other countries beyond there?
Yes, absolutely. And we are actually, we do have some in East European countries, our presence from former Medolife company, not Medolife RX, we still do have. So that process now, why is actually we want to accelerate that sales and marketing distribution to our East European region? Because, so for example, registration in Russia, right? That gives the access to, with that same registration, you have access for many other former Soviet countries, republics like Belarus, Ukraine, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Armenia, you name it. And that is a great opportunity with one registration to have access to many countries, republics. So that is our in our schedule to do that immediately. So from the moment we're going to start production, we're going to have inventory ready. We'll start sending some samples for registration and moving forward with these East European countries. So that will be the easy, like low-hanging fruit for the company.
Mm-hmm. That's fantastic. Thank you. We've got a couple of questions here as it relates to revenue. This might be a Arthur question or a Clem question, but it's, you know, can you explain further your revenue as it stands now, or in the future moving forward? You know, we've got so many great initiatives going. I'm paraphrasing some of these questions. Just can you kind of address the revenue side of whether that performance is there now or in the future? Can you kind of address any of that?
Okay, since we are in just starting to receive packaging and celebrities, contact contracts and sales team are just coming on board, it is still a little bit premature to announce exact numbers and figures. That said, we hope by the fourth quarter of year will have better insight into the sales number, and we'll start sharing projections. I mean, so far what we calculated, we are estimated, it's going to be a phenomenal year for us. The product lines, what we created there, all of the statistical analysis and feedbacks from specialists, they believe, and we are sure that we're going to have an excellent sales, but give us a little bit of time. Let's enter into this process and we'll have more specifics very soon.
Great. Thank you so much for that. Couple of questions actually about Canada. I just wanted to hit it. You already answered about other international markets. Are we available, or is esclizine available to be sold in Canada? And if so, when would they be able to order? Dr. McKaylin?
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question? I didn't hear it.
Is Escozine approved to be sold in Canada? Or if not, when would it be?
Yes, actually, we do receive orders. This is an online orders. We don't have a distribution line, but thanks God, Canadian government doesn't stop us by delivering, shipping the product from United States to Canada, like our Escozine products. But in the future, of course, since we started this new relationship, we are planning to have more solid distribution based in Canada. But we still can actually, people can purchase, can receive the product, and we can increase our online marketing campaign in Canada to increase the more sales. And we think that same thing could be done very well with Australia, because so in Australia, from probably 2010, we have very intense relationship. People are ordering product from there because of there was one very known TV personnel ordered the product for cancer treatment. He got well. So even in a customs, they have a specific term for Escozine. They allowing us to distribute and sell the product in Australia. So yes, definitely, we're gonna increase all of these opportunities. Any country where we have, for example, right now, possibility to distribute the product but through online purchase, we must do that. We're gonna work with our marketing team and increase the awareness of the product in these countries.
Wonderful. We've got time for just one more question here. Clem, probably this one's for you. How come the security details for QNTA is not getting updated regularly on OTC markets? Could you take that one, Clem?
Sure. We've actually gone back and forth with the OTC markets constantly on this. It seems that once the OTC QB is approved, all of it will populate. But in the meantime, if you click on the news tab for OTC markets, the news should be there.
Interesting. Thank you. I know that there's some other questions here. We are out of time. However, we highly encourage shareholders to reach out to ir@medolife.com with individual questions. We will also be taking these questions from them and try to reach back out directly. But again, we encourage shareholders to reach out to ir@medolife.com. And we'll address each question. We want to thank all of our attendees and the management for their remarks today and for your continued following of the company. Thank you and have a great day.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.